As a young woman, Cassandra sailed to the New World to seek a better life. With her, she brought a husband and dark practices forbidden in her homeland. Her husband and she took to the land and built a cabin in the fields. The couple prospered and had a daughter named Helen. Although her drunken husband died and left her a little bit of money and Helen for company, Cassandra was lonely. She yearned for lands she had wandered, for magic circles she had never known, for powers scorned by the younger generation. The lure of the old world with its mystical practices was too great to allow forgetting. At last, I would be summoned from the mists. I would be free to roam a new countryside in a realm I'd never known. I would be made new in this new world, a place more dangerous than it seemed.
Child, you've been nothing but a bother to me lately.
I'm sorry I disturb you, Mother.
Helen, you're a bright girl, more than bright enough to heed the wisdom I've passed on to you.
I'm as wise as tradition permits.
Don't talk in circles, Helen.
That's all we do, Mother. Talk in circles. We never have a direct conversation. I know you would prefer that I was late or that I didn't go at all, but I have to go.
Child, I said you mustn't go out tonight. You're going against our ways. I haven't given my blessing to this union. The spirits are unhappy. I know it.
Your stories of the homeland frightened me when I was a child. I can't think why. Now I am far from childhood. I never knew the place where you were born. Fairy tales from the old country have no meaning here. Your fears won't stop me from meeting my love. I will be back before morning.
May the gods preserve the one of us for whom it is not too late. You're too young to go courting on your own.
That's nonsense, Mother. By law, I am more than old enough to marry.
But there is custom to consider. I haven't given my blessing.
The old ways again. That's all you speak about. The old ways. Mother, this is America.
At least have the decency to wait until daylight. Why must you meet that boy now, in the dark?
He is not a boy, just as I am not a girl, and we must meet at night in secret because your lies have turned the whole town against us. You forced us into the shadows. He might be horsewhipped if we're seen together during the day.
It isn't just the marriage I object to, Helen. It's your flighting of our heritage. He doesn't believe as we do.
I don't believe as you do. Not anymore. Your beliefs are heretical and evil.
Oh, Helen, what would your father say if he could hear you?
He would tell me to get married and be happy.
Your father's last night was just like this one. The fog was thick, the moon was waning. The spirits took him because they were not pleased.
And why weren't they pleased?
Because he had been corrupted. He had ceased to believe in the sacrifices that had been made for him. I saw it in the stones, the ones I brought from the old country.
No, Mother. No matter what your books and stones say, there are no spirits. Ghost didn't kill my father. He died because he got drunk and lost his way in the swamp. He died from the cold. Father drank to excess every day, and you did nothing but preach at him about the wrath of pagan gods. You drove him to drink, caused him to be cast out of his church. With your false prophecies, you preached him right into his grave.
Mercy, child! How can you be so cruel?
I wasn't being cruel, Mama. You were always jealous of me, of Father, and now you're jealous of Aaron, too.
Oh God, help me. They've ripped me open. Please, please.
Who's out there? Aaron? Don't tease me now. Aaron, we were supposed to meet by the docks, my love.
I am Thomas.
Thomas? The farmer who lives nearby? Where are you? What's happened? Oh Lord, what did this to you?
I was out looking in on my still. They came out of the dark. They tore me apart, dragged me here.
What should I do? Doc Parsons lives miles from here. I can't move you by myself. What should I do?
Listen, Helen, listen to me. Listen, for they're as angry at you as they were with me.
Who's angry? Who do you mean?
The ones who cursed me for disbelieving. And they want to do the same thing to you. Oh.
Mr. Creed!
Thomas has transgressed as thou hast transgressed.
No. Constance! Constance! You died of a fever 3 weeks ago!
There's so much that I wish I could tell you about your mother. She was right about her traditions, and you will learn that soon enough. I once loved Aaron before he met you. I'm always in the way, you see. Oh, Helen, they're going to kill you!
Oh, God! Mama! What's happening?
You cannot run home now, Helen. You cannot run at all.
My legs! I can't feel my legs!
What legs?
Are you ready now?
Yes, Aaron, I am ready. My words of warning only drove her out in search of you, and into the arms of whatever animals did such horrible things to her and the farmer. The surest way to get a child to do something is to tell her not to do it.
You meant no harm. You were just trying to protect her. All the wolves had been tracked down. I shot the last one of them myself.
I always did my best for my family, my daughter in particular. Now I will do my best for the man she loved.
You're wearing that pendant again. The one I asked you about?
Yes, it's one of my favorite pieces. I brought it from home when I sailed over.
Didn't you say it was magic?
My ancestors, who owned this pendant, said it could be used to summon evil spirits. They believed that a sufficiently powerful witch could use it to induce the spirits to attack her enemies. Yet in order for the stone to work its ultimate magic, the witch had to set herself against her enemies, against even her own family. She had to use all sorts of trickery. To prove her worth to the dark spirits, she had to forsake and betray anyone who might stand in the way of that ultimate magic, and eliminate them one by one, using the amulet's power.
What was the stone's ultimate magic?
Love, the fulfillment of ideal love, the utmost desire of the pendant's owner. With it, she could control any man. She could make him love her.
Do you believe those stories?
I used to believe them, but I've given up on legends since Helen's death. I've no need for those stories since I met you.
At last Cassandra found joy, of a sort. For what joy can there be in a false and manipulated love? Her desires were far from unnatural, but the methods by which she achieved them will damn her for all time. She trusted my companions and I to eviscerate anyone who would interfere in her plans. We answered her call and ravaged those who would have seen us in the night. Cassandra was a fool. In time she will realize the errors, but until that night comes, she will live in apparent bliss, unaware of the reckoning to come. Good night, dear hearts. May your sleep be restful and dreamless.